Welcome along to the first race of the season. Ultra is on pole from Ivan P2. Then we've got Tomzino Leon, Taka Van Horn, UK Ball, Mr. Bob. Then we have Davey Serkiela, followed by Blade the Dragon Sonic, and Nick Leon. Then we got Daniel Bogsarov, Sebastian Ocampo, Pablo Sierra, Carlos Fernandez, MP4, Bravo. Then we got Ivan Bablis, Suzanne Omar, Jonathan Sim, Red Brulas, Dominic Di Benedetto, Roy St. Maximin, and Noah Harry. Here we are, first round of the season, the 10th season. 5 red lights displaying on your screens right now. It's lights out, and away we go. It's a good start from Grigorov off the front row. Tom Leon also off to another good start and heads into the first corner. He gets ahead of Grigorov, Ultra leads. Ocampo got a penalty, there's contact. Cesaro by the wrong way round, and there's another car on the wall. It is a Volkswagen, and that is MP4. First corner of the season is crashed. Cesaro are also crashing out as well. They're both in this race, but they got damage and they're quite a bit behind. Ultra leading this race by an entire second now from Tom Leon and Ivan Grigorov. That is your top 3 as it stands at the moment. Of course, pre-season it went really well for drivers such as Ravo. Speaking of him, he's already up to 2 warnings for track limits as Ivan Bablis is pulling through ahead into P15. Jonathan Sim getting ahead the Koenigsegg, also the Toyota of Roy St. Maximin, who, running the number 23 car, is going to want a good debut race for Toyota to prove that he should have a good seat next season, although most seats are already taken. Dominic Di Benedetto with the outside line on Noah Herring. You'll have a look for the move, but it's not quite that. He's at a back out. He's lost quite a lot of time. Virtual safety car's out. And that's said before, he's out of the race. You can't see can't see what happened, but we saw where it happened. It was on the exit of Puon, and yeah, we can only assume he's probably just understeered into the wall, or a mechanical failure has occurred to his car. With the virtual safety car out, drivers neutralized to a slow pace, around 40% of their true pace. We are on lap 2, VSC has ended with green, and out the first corner, Ultra keeping his advantage good. In fact, he's extended it as we're going to head up the hill on board of Tomzino Leon, round the Rouge and Radion, and yeah, he is an entire 2 seconds back. Well, 118 now, he's gaining some speed up the hill, down to 2 seconds again. With DRS being active, Ivan Grigorov will try his best to pull in on the Mercedes ahead of him, which has that KTM branding. That is why we got the orange on the car. Sebastian Ocampo down the inside of Carlos Fernandez. Fernandez not wanting to back out. He fights. He gets his position. He keeps that P10 Fernandez. That was a one hell of a defense, and I am well impressed by that. Ocampo not having the best 3 seasons, and he's got a 5-second time penalty in the first race. This is not what he would have wanted. Zach Wallace should have been in this seat that we are looking at right now, but he's got that 1 race ban from earlier last season, which has not served yet. Taco Van Horn is taking his place for pre-season and this race, and he's pulling out some incredible stops right now. He is going to try and close in on UK Ball. Of course, everyone's tyre is 2 laps old, well, including the current lap. Ultra leads into the next lap. Ravo trying to get in the battle that he's seeing ahead of him, which is between Brules and Sim. That's going to go on board with Brules in the Lamborghini, down the inside of the Koenigsegg ahead of him. There's a little bit of contact, it's just a bit of wheel bumping, but they are getting aggressive. Ravo can't be holding back any longer, he needs to make a move now. And oh, there's contact. Ravo finds a 5-second time penalty. He's waiting for the move on Aaron Brules, and it has not worked for him. He's got a penalty now as a result of it. Ultra leading this way as he's on the second sector right now. The third lap of the race, Tom Leon with a track limit warning. He's pushing because he wants to get back ahead of Grigorov, who has gotten ahead, and he's up into second place. It's a Renault 1-2 as it stands. Could Renault be back for dominance again after missing out last season? Could they become the new Mercedes? It is possible. They've got the skill and the car. As Ultra, he's just cruising this race, and it is incredible to watch. Ocampo is back ahead of Fernandez, who's losing out on time, allowing this Williams behind him, Daniel Bogusarov, to try and get closer and closer to the Ferrari that just sits ahead of him. Now, tyres, they are getting pretty varied, is what I've noticed. There's a 2% difference between Fernandez and Bogusarov. They are on the exact same compound. Now, that's something I've noticed with the tyre model now. We are getting variations in percentages as David Serracchiara entering the pits on the hard tyres. Will this be a good stop for him? It is a good stop. That is Serracchiara onto hard tyres. And how long will it last? Who knows? He has not completed a single lap yet on these tyres. That's why it's displaying 0 on there. So he's on his first lap of the tyre. And yeah, it looks like the number we are seeing, like the falls here, are including a formation lap. So these are laps completed. As Tom Leon down the inside, Ivan Grigorov. Grigorov needs to back out this one, I think. No, he doesn't. Grigorov wants to fight this one. He's using the curves. And down the inside of Pouon, it's not working. He's not made it work. He needs to try and pull ahead again. But this race could be won in pit stops. So if Tom Leon wants a chance of winning, he might have to go for a risky pit stop strategy, which would probably involve pitting either this lap or next lap. Both of them seem pretty risky to me, as Grigorov not using any system that is integrated into the engine. However, he is closing up on Tom Leon, who pulls over to the outside line. Grigorov might send it down the inside. He's not going to. It was a bit too risky. Grigorov going for this one. He's going for it. He's pitting. Is the Taco Van Horn entering the pit? No, Taco Van Horn was not. That was Blade Dragon. No, it wasn't. It was UK Ball. It was UK Ball we were seeing. Mr. just behind. Grigorov being held up a lot. That his advantage there is gone. He's not getting any advantages from this. UK Ball comes out on hard tyres. Revo. He's now on the 5th lap of the Grand Prix, still on the hards with a lasting time penalty. He lies in P5 at the moment. Ultra, I predict he's going to come out the pits ahead of his rivals. Tom Leon's going to have to pit lap. 37% is not healthy for your tyres. Ultra on 38%. It's clear he's took a lot more care of his tyres, and because Tom Leon's at 36% here, it is said Ultra has a 2% advantage over him. Grigorov, oh, what's happened to him? He's trying to get past Revo. He's got a penalty. And that is Serracchiara rejoices right now. Serracchiara's about to rejoice from that. He is going to be so happy about that, but he can't accelerate too early. Serracchiara getting ahead of Revo, hassle-free. But yeah, both Revo and Grigorov with the penalties. Oh... Grigorov was just trying to get past. Revo was not letting it happen. They made contact. Grigorov's penalised. Grigorov is the one to be penalised, as Johnny Sim, who's using the mediums, he's going to try and get them used up well. He's on fresh ones, in fact. He'll be trying to order Omar to let him past, because Omar, who's just ahead, has... Oh, never mind, they're both pitted. Sorry. But yeah, nonetheless, Sim does have the fresher tyres anyway, so I'd imagine Sim would prefer to be ahead. As Ultra, he's pitting at the moment. He's left the pits. Serracchiara, provisional race leader. So the undercut strategy, it worked brilliantly there. Wow. But the fresh tyres, they are going to completely overpower Serracchiara's tyres. Fresh versus old. Fresh will win 99% of the time. I highly doubt this 1% chance will happen. So I predict Ultra's going to get ahead of Serracchiara. It's looking like it will happen anyways. Serracchiara with the V2 at the moment. It's not going to last, I don't think. Grigorov is the threat though to Ultra. So if Sergio can hold on as long as possible, this could assist Grigorov in winning the opening round of the season. Dominic Benedetto, what has happened to him? He's last place. Did he have a puncture or something? Like towards the end of the lap before? Because he's got 0 pace on them tyres. He is miles behind everyone else. On board with the man who's looking to get a championship at the inside. He's going to go around Blanchimont in just a second. He's way around it. With Sacchiero holding the inside line. Who will come out ahead in P2? At the end of the chicane, it's Ultra. He stays ahead. He's got the DRS, but even better measures for him. And now he's got 3 seconds to Grigorov, who, sorry, is not a threat. I just realised because he has the penalty. But on track though, Fernandez taken to the pits for a second time this race. And it's mediums. He's going on to medium tyres. There he is. Medium compounds are on. He's left his box and now he's going to get ready to rejoin the race. Leroy Saint-Maximin, of course, I've already mentioned he's a debutant for Toyota. He's on the mediums now. That is a good strategy, I think. It's probably the only good strategy you could do at this point. Like, the hards aren't going to do anything. Think about it. Revo still to pit this race. What's the tyres on? On 35%, you can see it there. And his carb percentage has actually took a hit from the contact that he has made in this race. So Zen Omar picking up 2 warnings so far for track limits. 1 more, you're safe, but another one after that, and you've got a penalty, so he's going to have to be extremely careful. He gets 2 more warnings. He's going to suffer the consequences of a 5-second time penalty, which will be added to his time at the end of the race or his next pit stop. Depends on which one will come first. And Mr. Bob P7 in the Alfa Romeo, who came with the season with a lot of upgrades. Remember, they aren't an entirely new team technically. They are Alfa Romeo Sauber. They are just a big sponsor of Sauber, essentially rebranding the team, but still the Sauber team technically. Nick Leon, second pit stop today. 27% tyres, they were not going to last. He enters the pits. Sebastian Campo also entering the pits. His tyres are on 27% as well. And he's held up there. It's an unsafe release from Nick Leon. Dacia pulled him out too early. I mean, too late, sorry. Or even too early, that might work. Arizona Campo there pitting. Revo also pitting. He spent so long on that hard tyre, but there's no way you're going to get the end of the race on that. As Grigorov leading this race, if it wasn't for that 5-second time penalty, he would have had a pretty good chance to win this Grand Prix. It is so unfortunate to see what happened to him earlier. From an unbiased view here. Van Horn though, he wants to make his race here count. He wants to make it count. He does make it count. That is P3 for Taco Van Horn. In the Alfa Romeo, can he take Sauber's? I don't know. I think it's the second podium that they're looking for. It could not. It could be the 3rd. Who knows? I don't know. You don't know unless you look at the FGC every single day and memorize the entire thing. The UK ball is losing traction there. He took a suboptimal line as P5 him, Tom Leon behind him. Mercedes looking to improve their positions. And Tom Leon up there in the P5. He's fighting with UK ball. No, sorry, not some Chiara fighting with UK ball. This time Tom Leon's going to go for another manoeuvre on the Britain, and that is the Mercedes now. 4th and 5th. Tom Leon also wanting to show that he can be a world champion. He can do it. A bit of a family feud potentially. Arizona Chiara is going to have the advantage here. Never mind, they're almost equal on speed as they're getting very close to Van Horn. Leon with 3 warnings, 1 more, and that will be a penalty. It is getting close there. Ultra taking the lead of this race on track. They are miles away though from the rest of the competition. Taco Van Horn, he just wants to keep this podium. UK ball up into 4th place. Sarah Chiara and Tom Leon still side by side. They are having an incredible battle as we speak. Can this get any closer between these three? They're all fighting for 4th position. Who will come out on top though for P4? Will it be A.G.E? Will it be Sarkiera? Will it be Tom Leon? Or will it be a surprise person? Who knows? Because this battle, who knows when it's gonna end? The end of the race, but you know what I mean. Tom Leon still trying. They're in 1x1 formation now. So as we can very much see, these three guys, they might have a rivalry over the course of the season. We got off though, he's losing a lot of time every lap. Van Horn is now also losing time to A.G.E. A.G.E. tires are older, he's on a worse compound. That's something I don't really understand, how A.G.E.'s got all that speed. Especially the podcast, a 10 out of 10. Tackle Van Horn, he's not getting DRS though, but he's gonna use Kurz. That is the savior there. A.G.E. trying to make a little fake move to the inside. It's not work. He's finally pulled away from Tom Leon and Davey Sarkiera, whose tyres are just done for at this point. Sarkiera 39% on his tyres. They are 6 laps old. Tom Leon's are 4 laps old, and his tyres are on 35%. So they're going to make it to the end, but it's going to be a bit of a difficult one for them. Bravo P17, after staying out for so long on that tyre, don't forget about Leroy St. Maximin on the older tyre, however showing strong pace in the Toyota Ferrari. And unfortunately for Leroy, yeah, you can see he's just not got the pace that he needs at the moment. I'm sorry, I just saw something out there. Lap 11 we go. And it's Ultra looking to just take a dominant victory. Don't discount this fight here. A.G.E. tackle Van Horn. In the end, they could both end up on the podium if they're quick enough in this final lap. So Van Horn and A.G.E., they're gonna team up realistically, but they can't fight. They can't fight, but they can't exactly team up. That's just teams helping each other in ways when they shouldn't, when they're not even using the same engine. One's using Mercedes, sorry I forgot to put Dragon Racing's Mercedes name next to it. Then Taco Van Horn, nonetheless, up into P3, it looks like none of these guys are going to share the podium. Tom Leon, he's got the penalty, he's got it, and he has went over the line. This is going to allow Podium to make up a place. Mr. 1 miles away from them. A.G.E., he's got a penalty as well. Attack of Van Horn, he's got damage. It's a rear right puncture for Van Horn. He's collided with the Briton, and it's not just that, it's all the tyres. So it wasn't just the rear right puncture. The tyres are so worn that they all just exploded. And that is going to be absolutely crippling for him. His teammate, Mr. Bob, is going to overtake him with ease. Look at that, easily flying by. Fernandez will be promoted over to the point as long as he can keep that position for Boxarov. With Ultra, he wins the first round of the season. An incredible style. Grigorov is going to cross the line for P2. It's a 1-2 for Renault. A.G.E., oh, I don't think he deserved that one realistically. Yellow flags third sector. Tom Leon's fault, and there is contact there. Van Horn's involved. It's not just that, it's Sebastian Cabo who's Cabo's on Podium's Boxarov. There was a big pile up going on there. Oh, Cabo's into the point, and there's a lot of contact. Oh, Fernandez has been hit. Van Horn's out there. Boxarov flipping over. Hammering, but apparently he's the one who went into him. So yeah, this went Ultra, Grigorov, A.G.E., Tom Leon, Billy the Dragon Sonic, David Sarkiera, Mr. Bob, Nick Leon, Bamness, Nick Leon, and then Ocampo clutching in some points for Williams. Nice work, Ocampo. You deserved it after that awful preseason and last season. Aaron Brulez, P11 on the road, but it's not going to stay like that. All them drivers passing by there. I think Aaron Brulez is the only one who's going to benefit from that. Harry did a cross line last, Boxer, Van Horn, Fernandez, all out on the final lap of the race. What a chaotic end to the Belgian Grand Prix. Ultra showing that he is a force to be reckoned with. He's going on for a title. He leads the championship as well. Ivo Grigorov, my man, you got P2. Well done there. Lady Dragon Sonic, that is P3 for you. Wait, so UK Ball, he did not finish on the podium in the end. Sorry about that, it's Blade Dragon Sonic who got it. So yeah, that's it for the Belgian Grand Prix. We'll put the Australian National Anthem on. It's our tradition to put the National Anthem on. Listen to it, the Australian National Anthem. That was it for your Belgian Grand Prix. Here's your race classification. It was Ultra Pro, Ivo Grigorov, Blade Dragon Sonic, UK Ball, Tom Zeno Leon, Mr. Bob, Ina Baroness, Nick Leon, Sebastian Campo, Pablo Sierra, Ravo, Jonathan Sims, Zen Omar, John Victor Benedetto, Aaron Brules, Leroy St. Maximin, Noah Havering, then it was Daniel Boxhorn, Tucker Van Horn, Carlos Bananas, they did after the final lap, and earlier on in the race we had MP4, who DNF'd. That was it for the Belgian Grand Prix. Hope to see you next time when F1 Classic returns. Have a good day, people. Goodbye.